Okay, we will start with an opening statement from Coach Silverfield, and then we will go into questions.
Good evening and happy Halloween. I appreciate us media folks for being here tonight. And proud of the guys. Proud of the win. Found a way to win by 24 points on the road versus a tough conference opponent and on a short week. Ultimately, we did what we said we wanted to do. We came in as a defense and stopped the gun triple option offense, which we knew would possibly give us some issues. I thought the guys played sound. We were able to get 2 takeaways. Offensively, we were efficient. Still left a lot to be desired. But at the end of the day, we found a way to be all in and have a great week of prep and to go 1-0 tonight. Excited to look forward ahead and put this game to bed, and excited to have a great home crowd versus Tulane next Friday night.
Frank.
Let's talk about stopping the offense. To start the game with that many forced 3 and outs, just how much did that get the juices flowing for the offense, for the defense?
Yeah, Frank, that was huge. I was so proud of the defense to go out there because, you have to be so assignment sound when you're playing that type of offense, right? If one guy's out of his gap, it's a gigantic seam. And so the guys were really detailed. They played with great eyes and had great communication with the defense. And it led us to be able to get those 3 and outs. So it was quite pleasing. And they were able to do that throughout most of the game.
We saw Brendan Lewis go out there in the fourth quarter. It was, how's he doing? Was that just a coach's decision? We did see him kind of limp to the sideline.
Yeah, he had been dealing with a lower leg issue previously. The debate, we said, hey, after this drive, we were going to pull the one offense out, the skill guys, and he kept the ball. We told him, like I always do, hey, continue to trust your read. The ball actually should have been out of his hands by then. But we're going to see. We'll monitor him day to day like we do with any of our guys who are banged up tonight.
John, go ahead.
Frank, 3 rushing touchdowns. What about especially we've seen him kind of take that goal line role more. What's impressed you about him?
Yeah, Frank's a guy that's had a lot of success throughout his college career and then came to us and has bought into his role, and just been so proud of him for being bought in, whether it's being short yardage, goal line, running back, special teams. That role has increased for him. But, he's a young man that's truly bought into our culture and all in with how we do things. He practices tremendously hard, and I was so pleased to see him get rewarded with 3 touchdowns tonight.
And then just with Brendan, I know you've talked in the past about making sure he protects himself, the sliding, all that stuff, especially on that last drive. Did you see anything on those couple plays, especially the one that he got hit on at the end?
We're going to continue to talk to him about protecting himself. He's a competitor, and it's that twofold deal, right? Like in the past, everybody says, Ryan, why don't we get Brady White and Seth Hennigan to run more? And Brady would dive this far away from the guy, and I love Brady, and Seth, we know how he was as well, but both ultimate competitors. But B-Lou, it's going to be hard, right? I do my best to continue to tell him to protect himself, but that's his human nature. He loves ball. He likes contact, which is unique for a quarterback. He's a tough son of a gun, and look, we'll continue to try to educate him so he can protect himself, especially at that point in the game.
Hi, Coach. What is it like having a relationship between your OC and your DC the way they are, Cramsey and Hankins?
Yeah, it's great. Tim Cramsey and Jordan Higgins, first off, they're both phenomenal coaches, but truly great men. And every one of our coaches and every staff member that has a chance to be around our players on a day-to-day are great people. And that's what they are. They're genuine, good humans that care about the players, that love the players. Oh, and by the way, they're hell of a play callers. And so their relationship's unique. They also dated back to knowing each other at Marshall. Mm-hmm. And it was interesting when I had interviewed Jordan, Cramsey gave him the thumbs up. And, I hadn't known either of them prior. I ran into Jordan when he was on the road at UT Martin. Didn't know Cramsey at all. I went through a 6-hour interview with Tim Cramsey in a hotel room at the convention and figured that he was the best fit for us. But those two, they feed off each other. They're going back to the word I use, competitors. But their relationship's great. Their families are close, and they both love Memphis. They love the players, and it's been a lot of fun. And I'm so fortunate to have 2 great gentlemen like that on our staff.
Did you like Cramsey's Halloween costume dress up as Hankins?
Oh, I did not know that.
He didn't.
Okay.
He was supposed to, but he didn't.
Well,
I just wanted to see if you could tell.
maybe it'd be a fun plane ride home. So
there you go.
I haven't seen the costume in the locker room, but maybe after I will.
Okay.
When Brendan Lewis is out, what are the things that make you decide between Hill and Baden at quarterback? Is it some redshirt, or what are some of the things that go into that?
Yeah, it's a great question. Thank you for being here. As you know, I've got a lot of respect for your writing. As I tell you every time I have the opportunities to see you, you're as detailed as any writer out there, and I don't mind saying that publicly, okay? So a lot of credit for you and the work that goes in. But those both are capable. And I've told everybody, man, the future's very, very bright at the quarterback position. And it's unique because they have such a great relationship. I mean, they've got inside jokes that are close as can be. And I appreciate that because this day and age in college football, right, you don't find that as a lot of positions, especially at the quarterback. And so they feed off each other, they trust each other, they try to help each other. Look, we're going to be smart with A.J. Hill if we have the opportunity to save a red shirt, just like we were with Arrington, right? Arrington's a red shirt freshman. And next year he'll be a redshirt sophomore. Next year A.J. Hill will be a redshirt freshman. So that's part of it going into that thought process. Feel very, very comfortable with either of them going into the game based off of situations. We've kind of discussed how the week goes, right? If one has a significantly better week of practice and preparation, that's who we'll end up playing. But at this given situation, we felt like it was time for Arrington to go in.
And then throughout this year, you guys have been more known for your fourth quarter comebacks, starting out 28-0 the way you did. Is there something maybe you learned from another game, whether the UAB game, that you kind of applied to today's start?
Well, first off, it was great to see our Memphis fans there, but we knew we had to bring our own energy and kind of be the spark. And I think as soon as they won the toss and elected to receive, I said, okay, here we go. Because that's how sometimes these games get out of hand, and you're fighting back and you're fighting momentum, all those things. But we've got a very mentally tough team. I talk to them all the time about being physically prepared for games and the way they approach it, but they're mentally tough. And the way we've played in fourth quarters, I think it's very evident about the type of young men we have in this program and the culture that they've helped create. Ultimately, yeah, I'd love to start fast. I'd love to get up that way. But I think if you came into our locker room at halftime, I mean, it was, and maybe we scared them because we were pissed. We were not happy. The coaches were on the players very hard. We were on each other, and I think that's what you want. I think when you can win a game by 24 points and not be pleased by the execution, especially in the second half, that's a good thing. That means we set the standard of this program to a certain way, and we're always going to celebrate wins. Man, they're hard to come by. Look, let's call it what it is. We were 1-0 tonight, and that's a great thing. 8-1 on the season, but you know how it is as coaches and as players. Tomorrow morning we'll turn the page, we'll learn from this and focus on our next opponent. And I'm so appreciative of that with our guys. But look, I'd like to be able to continue to start that way, and then you can write about, hey, that team starts really fast. Let's be a first half team and then be able to shut them out in the second half.
Frank?
It hasn't been easy getting takeaways against this offense. What is it about this defense that is allowing that trend to keep going?
Yeah, Frank, they run to the ball. And it's something that we preach. It was one of those things that we talked about in the press conference, right? That they, an offense, Rice's offense had only turned the ball over 4 times. And then going into this game, we found a way to get 2 takeaways, right? The forced fumble and the interception. That's massive. The defense believes in it. Getting takeaways is part of our DNA as a defense. It's something we preach. It's a key to victory every single game. And they found a way to get it done tonight, and it made a huge, huge difference in the game.
I know you're obviously focused on this game, but first thoughts on Tulane next week, obviously a huge game.
They're all huge. Absolutely, yes. I will, especially for our defense, we're going to study this film real quick and then get our focus back. They've got an extra day of prep, which, as you guys know, that always grinds my gears. But we're excited. And more than anything, I'm excited because it's another conference game. And it's going to be on national television. It's going to be a great opportunity for us to showcase our great stadium. Our administration is going to work hard, and I know the fans are going to show up and they're going to be loud and proud, and we're going to showcase what our program is all about. We get to showcase what the university is all about, our great city. And so to me, that's what excites me. It truly does. You guys know how I feel. It's a 8 o'clock game, so you guys are going to have to find a way to get me some caffeine because it's past my bedtime, just like it is now. But man, we're excited. We're going to have to have a great week of preparation. Tulane's a fantastic football team. They've got 2 Power 4 wins on the season already, and we're going to have to be our absolute best, and it starts this week and probably start tomorrow with great prep.
The last 2 weeks, the 2 backs haven't been as productive as they were earlier in the year. What's that kind of shown your team been able to still win games through different methods?
Yeah, look, they're 2 fantastic running backs. I've got great faith in Sutton Smith and Greg DeWosier. The run game is a variety of different things, right? Sometimes we'll take what they give us. If they're playing more zone defense and dropping, we're going to be able to find holes in the zone. If they're playing more man coverage, like we saw some more so, and this team pressures us more. Teams are blitzing us more than they have ever shown on film. So we got to figure out why that is. But if we can find ways to hit on the deep ball and make them pay for that, then we will. And Brennan Lewis obviously is doing a great job making decisions with the football, which is huge, and taking care of the ball. I have a feeling those two will continue to get going in the run game, and we got to find ways to clean it up and execute at a higher level. And that goes with those two as running backs, the offensive line, the tight ends, the play con, the wide receivers blocking. It goes with everybody involved, and we have to execute at a higher level at that position and all of them.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all.